Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy VeLL. We're back with another Mobile Legends video, and in this video I wanted to talk about my last video. So I made a last video. You saw me using Claude to face off against Alucard, and obviously Alucard got smacked. Now this isn't a shock to anyone, but I did see a few comments that I wanted to address because a lot of people had some concerns, questions, and stuff like that. So I wanted to break some things down because yeah, I feel like it's very, very important. And also, if you support the channel and if you support the Mobile Legends community, drop a thumbs up on this video so people can actually see it and get the information that needs to be shared. Because when I make an actual serious video and I explain why certain heroes are bad and why certain heroes are good and what they're good at, and like when I really just break down everything about a hero, people don't drop thumbs up or share it and stuff like that, so people don't actually know. So then people see certain videos while I'm trolling or something and then they get triggered. And yeah, it just leads to a whole bunch of people just not knowing the facts. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. So starting off, I saw a lot of comments that said Alucard was trash. Not Alucard the hero was trash. To be upfront and fair, Alucard is not trash. I saw a lot of people saying Zilong was trash as well. Now, when I say that Zilong and Alucard are trash, I don't mean it in the same way that other people mean it. So let me basically break this down. Mobile Legends is a team game. So many people say, yo, VeLL, 1v1s means that it means something. It means that you're better than the other person and stuff like that. 1v1s mean absolutely nothing. The only reason that I 1v1 people is because I know that 9 times out of 10, whoever crosses me cannot beat me. That's to be completely honest with you, because it's not the fact that it's like, honestly, a good 1v1er, like any pro probably would beat me because they're good with assassins, they're good with diving in. I'm just not that type of player. I'm a team-oriented player. I'm a strategist, which means I take the time to think about what I do. My mechanics are weak. To be 100% honest, my mechanics are weak, and that's what you have to know as a player, where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are. I cover up for my lack of just crazy mechanics by being smart. Like, that's what I use in games. I predict what someone's going to do before they do it. That way I don't have to get caught off guard and be put in a situation where I'm not fast enough to react to this. So that's why I take the approach that I take, and that's one thing that I specialize in, and that's one thing that you have to do when you're playing a game. You have to really know what your strengths are. You have to be real with yourself. So that's why when people be hating on me, saying all types of crazy stuff all the time, I don't really care, because I know I come across as if I have a big ego. But honestly, most of the time I'm trolling just to piss people off. Like, to be completely honest, I couldn't care less how good I am in Mobile Legends and how good other people are. I really don't focus on other people whatsoever, to be completely honest, and I don't even put effort into playing Mobile Legends like that. But at the same time, like that's what you have to do. You have to know your strengths and you have to know your weaknesses so other people can't abuse it. Like at certain points when people see me play, oh, they'd be like, oh, VeLL, why didn't you dive that? You could have had that kill. You could have did this. When I don't dive certain situations, I know me. I'm not saying that what you would do is wrong, but you can't say what I would do is wrong. I don't dive certain situations because I know, okay, what if my hands is too sweaty? What if it slips off? What if I can't press this button fast enough? I'm going to be put in a situation where I end up dying because I'm not mechanically good enough to do something that someone else would do. But you have to be real with yourself and be able to tell yourself, yo, I know for 100% fact a certain pro player like Yuchi will 100% dive that. Yuchi will 100% finish this kid right there. Me personally, I'm not Yuchi. I'm going to finish him my way. I'm going to do it my way because that's how I'm comfortable with playing. So I feel like it's an identity crisis in Mobile Legends. Everyone is trying to play like someone else and not asking themselves, who am I? How do I play? What do I play like? Because that's the biggest issue, and that's why I can beat so many people. So many people are just looking up to pros trying to copy their playstyle. I don't look up to nobody and copy their playstyle. I'm like, okay, what am I good at? Am I super fast at pressing buttons? No. Am I like crazy mechanically? No. Am I smart? Yes. So that's what I'm going to use against people. And that's why a lot of people don't get the decisions that I make, but I still make those decisions and they usually turn out all right for me. So it really comes down to, it's so many variables in being a good player, yo. Everyone does not have to do the same thing. But the thing is, I understand why the community says, oh, VeLL, you're not good, because everyone is used to seeing heroes played the same way because everyone in Mobile Legends plays the same. So I feel like that's why there's so much confusion going on. But back on to the topic of Zilong and stuff being trash and all these certain heroes being trash. Zilong is one of the best heroes in Mobile Legends. Someone said that Argus can beat Zilong in a 1v1. Like, cause in the Alucard video, someone then proceeded to challenge me and said, yo, VeLL, I'm top 1 global, Zilong. I said that would be pretty pointless because there's very few heroes in Mobile Legends who could actually take on Zilong head on. Now, you might be surprised as much trash as I talk about Zilong, but what you have to understand is in a 1v1 situation, Zilong is one of the best duelists to ever be created in Mobile Legends. You're talking about Argus. Someone said Argus could beat Zilong. Are you out of your mind? Anyone could beat Argus 1v1. Argus' strength comes from like not being able to predict what he's going to do. Like basically he only works in a team setting. Otherwise, the second he hits his ultimate, you bag up for 5 seconds, then finish him. Like, it's so easy to destroy Argus. Like, Zilong will absolutely obliterate him, empty his health out, then he'll hit his ultimate, Zilong bags up, then just go hit his ultimate and run after him and destroy him. Like, there's no escape at that point. Zilong will absolutely destroy Argus, so you can't just be saying random stuff. Like, Argus is so easy. Like, I know I've said many times Argus is not one of the worst heroes in the game because he is not. But you have to look at what heroes are good at, what people's strengths are. So when I talk about the best heroes and the worst heroes and stuff like that, I look at their strengths and the values that they add to a team, just like I just broke down my values and what I bring to a team. So it's my strategy. I know my weaknesses, I know my strengths, and that's what you have to look at. You have to look at the big picture when you're analyzing everything in Mobile Legends. That's very, very important. You have to look at the big picture because if you don't, there's something that you're going to miss. So when it comes down to basically Zilong is terrible in a team setting. He's terrible in a team setting because basically what you have to do is depend on his split push. Like when it comes down to just absolutely playing as a team, if they have a lot of crowd control, he's useless. And that's why he's bad, because there's like pretty much every single hero got crowd control now. Like there's a lot of heroes with crowd control. So Zilong, you have to depend on the split push. Now, people split pushing at stupid moments. Yes, that's the player. That's not the hero, that's the player. But also, there's rarely a good moment to be split pushing when teams are roaming around ganking and stuff like that and just jumping out and stuff like that. So there's other heroes that can do what Zilong does and be more effective. So in a team, in an actual game, I would rather have Natalia roaming around taking split pushing than I would rather have Zilong. Why? Because she's invisible. You can't predict where she's going to be. You can't predict what she's going to be doing. And also she can gank you and slow you down without you ever knowing that she was even anywhere close to you. Like that's much more valuable than Zilong just running around, running out of team fights, really not being useful until it comes down to the split push. Because Natalia can still split push just like Zilong. So that's why Zilong is always compared, he's always one of the worst. Because you compare him to other heroes, they can do the exact same thing he does, but they can also fight in a team fight and add a bunch of value in that team fight. Natalia can silence some of the most powerful heroes in Mobile Legends. So you have like heroes with a lot of potential like Natalia that just completely overshadows a hero like Zilong. And what would it take for Zilong to be good? Honestly, what it would take is the community just waking up, realizing that he's not in a good place right now. Then Mobile Legends would do something like make him immune to crowd control. You make it so Zilong cannot get hit by crowd control, he instantly comes back in the meta and he's a decent hero again. That's all it takes. Hit that ultimate and he can't be hit by crowd control. That's it right there. He can get into the team fight without having to worry about being hit by crowd control, and he can actually contribute value to a team. Then you would be able to start comparing him to some of the other heroes in Mobile Legends. So that's like that, and same thing with Alucard. Alucard, he's not good right now because of all the crowd control. Yeah, he has a bunch of lifesteal if he doesn't get hit with a stun, but if the other team has 5 heroes who has stuns, which is 100% possible at this point in Mobile Legends, then yeah, he's kind of screwed if he jumps in the middle and tries to use that lifesteal on everybody. Simply because like it's so much crowd control now, he can be shut down without even getting that lifesteal off. So if he was another one, if he hits that ultimate and he's immune to crowd control, then he becomes valuable again. Then he becomes crazy again. So this is a simple change that brings both of these heroes back in the meta, but Mobile Legends are not thinking about putting these heroes back in the meta because they have so many kids going around saying, hey, oh no, he's a good hero, there's nothing wrong with him. So yeah man, the last thing I wanted to address in this video though is someone said, like I saw a lot of comments saying Alucard versus a marksman isn't fair. What I need is for y'all to keep the same energy. Like, keep the same energy. That's what I want to say. So when I make a top 5 best heroes and worst heroes videos, everyone always says there's no such thing as a worst hero. Why is a marksman versus Alucard not fair? Why is Claude versus Alucard not fair? Everyone's saying Claude is a meta hero. He's one of the strongest heroes. Does that mean that Alucard is worse than him? And if Alucard is worse than him, how can it be dependent on a player if you're literally saying the hero is just worse than a marksman? So you're basically admitting that certain roles have weaknesses. Certain heroes cannot hang with other roles. That's basically what you're saying, right? Like, assassins are more dominant than marksmen. Basically what you all are saying in one breath is that there are worse heroes, there's clearly worse heroes, and certain things are not fair. Then in the next breath you say it's 100% the player. It's the player. Like, a good player could have did it. That it makes no sense. You have to keep the same energy. The fact of the matter is, yes, there are worse heroes in Mobile Legends. There will always be worst heroes in Mobile Legends. A marksman versus Alucard, it's 100% not fair. But what you have to understand is, he chose that against me. He knew what I was going to use going into that, and he thought that he could use Alucard against me. My whole channel is based off of analytics and analyzing what someone else is going to do and predicting their movement. And he thought that using someone who had to get close range to a marksman specialist was a smart idea. Like, people may take me as one of the worst players in the community if they're ignorant, but the fact of the matter is, I know my strengths, which is why I can spot your weaknesses. So you come across me in a 1v1 setting, I'll instantly know what your weakness is, and I'm gonna exploit that the entire time. So, I mean, that's just what it is, man. Alucard versus the marksman definitely was not a fair fight. I knew that I was going to win that going into it, so I was just toying around half the time anyway. But at the same time, you all have to keep the same energy. If you're going to say that a marksman versus Alucard is worse, it's like Alucard is worse than a marksman, you have to keep that same energy when I make the top 5 videos. Like, you have to keep that same energy. You can't just, it's like people pick and choose when they want something to be true. You have to be consistent and be realistic at all times. Keep an open mind and be unbiased. It's fine to not like me, but at the same time, as long as you're biased and you just, like, when I say something you just want to disagree, there will never be no great changes coming to Mobile Legends. There will never be a change that everyone can agree on. Like, everyone will always be out of agreement because a lot of logical people follow me, so you got a bunch of smart people following me and supporting me. Then you just got to decide who hates me and says anything, and they'll say the opposite of what I say just because they hate me. So we can't actually bring real change because it's like a constant balance between good and evil, like just a constant fight for no reason. What is the point? Our primary goal and focus should be making Mobile Legends one of the best games in the world. No matter how you feel about me, no matter how you think I feel about myself, because honestly, my confidence or ego or whatever, it kind of pisses a lot of people off. I don't know why you're so worried about me if you don't like me. Like, why are you that worried about another person? To be completely honest, like, if you think that I'm an asshole, you don't support me, you don't like my type of personality, don't watch me. I'm not making you come back every single video. Then people say, oh, VeLL money hungry. VeLL is all about the money. Then you come back every single video and make me more money. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Stop it. Stop it. If you feel this way about me, just don't support me. Don't say anything about me. Don't mention me, and just be you and do you. It's really that simple. But hopefully you all enjoyed the video, man. Make sure you drop that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Obviously the haters are going to return, sadly. I mean, I just don't get why they can't see the logic, but it is what it is, man. So thank you all for all the constant love and support. Hope you all enjoyed the video. I'm gonna catch you all on the next one, homies. Peace out, yo.
I'm on it. Can't fail for my family, I want it. So they'll never need hope or want it. A break, just something